All right, you guys. So listen, I'm gonna need you to please grab a pen so you can write down this GoFundMe link, just in case you wanted to donate and help somebody out, man. Please, man, open your hearts, get a pen, and donate to one of my interviewees. They need it, man. Also, please, I need you to go to my YouTube's channel and subscribe. Every subscriber counts, and that way we can give some more people some more help. Enjoy the video.
Faith over fear, let's be clear, that's what I'm on. If it's fear over faith, you never lead a dope alone. Walking like you talking, boy, if not, then watch your tone. You're the temple, hear the spirit calling, now pick up the phone. Back against the wall, who you gonna put your faith in? The one above it all, nah, let me hear a name and everybody stand tall. We gon' fight Satan, Jesus will answer calls whenever it's time to face him. But know you got your issues, one is that bag of issue. Put it down, pick up the scripture and see he was always with you. In your conscience, just remember he's who saves all of us sinners from the darkness that we in and from slipping back in a bend.
This is Icky. I met him on the side of an In-N-Out burger selling art. You could tell that he was homeless, so I asked him to tell me his story. He's going to tell you about his hardships, how he grew up, and what he goes through on a day-to-day basis. Please, pay attention.
I got you.
All right, Icky, I want to thank you. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Hey, Icky, we're here trying to bring homelessness awareness to this area of Santa Rosa. Are you from Santa Rosa?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. If you don't mind telling me, how old are you?
I'm 55 this year.
55 this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Icky, tell me how you grew up and where'd you come from?
Man, I grew up in the northern part of Sonoma County, mostly. Hillsburg, Geyserville, that's where my parents are from. My dad was a wood cutter, my mom was a housekeeper. Things were crazy. You know, my dad didn't work for anybody else but himself. And sometimes he had to work 3 jobs in a day to get food on the table.
So Dad was never around?
No, Dad was around.
But he was at work a lot.
Yeah, he was waking me up in the morning and dragging me off to work.
Did you have any brothers or sisters?
I had one brother. I lost my brother, my father, and my uncle last October.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
It's still kind of rough.
I'm really sorry to hear that, man. You know they're in a better place, though, man.
Well, I hope so.
Okay, Icky, so you said you were from where?
Here in Sonoma County.
Sonoma County. And it was your mom, your dad, and your little brother?
Yeah, well, I lost my mom a couple years ago, but my dad, my uncle, and my brother.
Okay, well, yeah. What was Mom like? Was she cool to you?
Mom was not cool.
Why?
I don't know. I was the kid that she had in order to get out of the house that she lived in. It was 5 brothers and sisters. And when she got out of the house, she was done with me. You know, that's the way I see it. But my brother was the kid she had hoped to, have a girl, but to raise a child more so than what she was thinking with me. I was also an incredible pain in the ass.
You, Icky, no way.
Oh yeah, my intelligence level was a little bit more than she could handle. I would find things to piss her off.
So she wasn't real nice to you? Did she hit you or anything?
Yeah, she hit me a lot. Yeah, she tried to kill me 3 times, broke my nose 4 times before I was 13. Yeah, it was rough. She broke a baseball bat over my head, but I don't remember that.
And what did Dad have to say about that?
Dad whooped her ass for that one.
Dad did?
Yeah, that was the one time he told her, you ever put hands on him like that again, I'll kill you. So.
How did that make you? Remember, were you afraid of your mom back then, or
in some ways, yes. But at some point in my life, I realized that what she was doing to me didn't hurt all as much as she'd like it to.
So you toughed it out.
I toughed it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what about your brother? Your brother was younger, right?
My brother was 8 years younger, yeah.
And did she do the same thing to him?
No, she did not. She did not put hands on my brother.
Okay. Now, how did you do in school then?
I was okay at school as long as it was interesting. if I'd already figured it out, I was done with it. You know, I wanted to move on to something else, and I had to stay at the pace of the class. You know, so it got a little difficult to stay focused. I had ADHD real bad, and like I said, if I had it figured out, I wasn't doing any more with it. So it was kind of weird. You know,
Did you have a lot of friends?
I think so. Yeah.
Kind of a popular guy.
I always have been. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't even like myself that much, you know. But people get along with me well, you know, or I get along with people well.
Right.
I don't know. They seem to follow me wherever I go. The path's covered in them, though.
So, were you into sports at all, or?
I tried to get into football for a little bit, but I got kicked off the team for dislocating the quarterback's hip.
Oh, okay.
On purpose.
Oh, you were okay.
Well, he beat me in the head with the football, right after I took my helmet off because I missed a play. That pissed me off. They kicked me off the team for that.
Yeah. So did you start using drugs at an early age, or drinking, or anything like that?
I did use some drugs at an early age. I was about 14 when I found out about drugs, and I didn't know much more than what I saw. You know, and it was people injecting drugs in the bathroom, and I followed along in suit. You know, it was kind of a bad idea looking back, but you know, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I'm kind of glad I am who I am today. You know, I've done some things in my life that most people don't get to do.
Well, that's good. That's a good outlook.
Yeah.
So, was there one time in your life where you were, let's just call it, a productive member of society? Did you have a job? Did you support
I owned my own
yourself?
company exporting wood overseas for the veneer market.
You did? How old were you when that was going on?
It's during my mid-20s and clear up into my 40s.
Clear up into your 40s?
Yeah.
And then, so what happened to that?
Well, my dad kind of took it over it when I got locked up a couple times, and he
Because of the drugs?
Yeah. And he screwed things up. He had a gambling addiction that took over, and it got ugly. We lost the home in Guysville that our family owned, and a bunch of other shit because he didn't make the payments. Instead, he went gambling, and that messed us up pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then, what happened? What happened to you then?
Well, I've been on the streets for like 12 years now.
12 years now.
Well, I'm recently off the streets now, but for like 12 years I was on the streets, and not that bad. You know, I mean, Mother Nature changed the the design of my house, 4 times a year. Each season. Some of them were better than others, you know. I spent a lot of time out on the Russian River because there's a lot more liberal atmosphere.
Up there?
Yeah, out there in Gurnville and stuff, the lower river. People were a little more open-minded and didn't really trip on people camping out so much, you know.
Right.
So I camped out there for years and got in the homeless outreach out there with somebody, and helping people out, and that was nice. And I just kept getting in trouble for a while, and I quit going back out there,
With the cops, you kept getting in trouble with the cops?
Yeah, they had my number, and it just got old,
Yeah.
And I couldn't get ahead because I couldn't get it keep my shit, my items, my belongings protected. I was doing sculpting with a chainsaw out there on the river to make my money, and the art is been a huge thing in my whole life, but trying to take it to the next level and be an artist, not anything else but an artist, has been a little difficult at times.
Right.
But it's been such a blessing,
Gives you peace?
It gives me peace, and it makes people see, it allows people to see something other than what everybody else has seen for so long. With homeless people, a mess, a problem. People would go through drive-thrus if a homeless man was there, and they locked the doors to their cars. Okay. They see me there with my artwork. They let every kid out of the car with $5 in their hands to come give it to the guy making the paintings. It's a total different thing.
Yeah.
It changed everything in my life. I wasn't gonna do it. I was too afraid of what would happen. It was, I had all these bad ideas of what would I'd be a starving artist. I'd never get anywhere. It was beating into my head when I was a kid. But when I started doing it, everybody's attitude changed, including mine.
Mm-hmm.
I quit boosting to get by, which is stealing, by the way, from grocery stores and stuff like that. Everything changed. What I needed to do is every day change drastically. And
The art helps you cope with this. It brings you some money. It makes you feel.
I don't have to do anything illegal anymore.
That's good. That's good. People come see. They want to trade. They want to help you out. They want to take some of your art home.
Last year I got 17 $100 bill donations.
Nice.
And they didn't even want the art. They just want to make sure I could keep doing it.
Nice.
And that says a lot.
It does. It does. Okay, Icky, can you tell me some of the hardships you face out here?
And it's really hard to get past what people think of homeless people. It's like they're drug addicts, they're alcoholics. Well, yeah, a lot of them are, but a lot of them are also, they have mental illnesses, physical disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through a little bit of both, so it's like, right now I can't lift my right arm any higher than that,
Your shoulder's messed up.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. It don't hurt at all, I just can't use it.
Huh.
And I thought I had another stroke,
You had a stroke?
I thought so. All the symptomology sounded right. The doctor even thought, yeah, probably a stroke, yeah. So we did the MRI on the brain, no stroke.
Huh.
Right, I'm confused now as to what it might be. It bothers me,
So you're saying the way that people look at you was really hard for you?
Yeah, it was. Because, I was a working man before that. I owned my own company. I exported wood overseas. And I generated money from other countries in ours,
Right.
Yeah. I'm a descendant of a presidential cabinet member.
Right.
To go from any of that to homeless and have people look down on me was ridiculous. I used to go out and walk on a guy's property, look at the trees, and offer him money for a tree.
Mm-hmm.
I paid as much as $12,000 for one tree before. I made $167,000 off that tree. I didn't have to worry about things, but everything went to hell, and there was the handbasket. That's about all I could carry off.
Right.
What was in that handbasket? And what I took was the tools I learned growing up, be good to people, don't fucking be an asshole to anybody, help out whenever you can, even if it hurts. Don't lie, tell the truth, even if you're wrong. These things, the fundamentals of life were important, more important than I ever thought they'd be.
Right.
And it took some time for people to see that I still had them, even though I was homeless.
What about some of your when you were on the streets? What about your safety? Were you afraid for your safety?
And there were times I was, yeah, and I was tired of. There was no place I could put my stuff. Yeah, anywhere on this planet I could hide it, to where somebody wouldn't find it and trade it for whatever they wanted to get for it. I had tools and stuff that I tried to maintain so I could keep working, even though I was homeless and I had no vehicle and all that kind of stuff. And it's one of the goals I want to get into. Real soon years, I'd like to get a van so I can start doing this art thing further away from here, spread it out more.
Right.
Go paint some different sceneries and shit.
Right.
It'd be nice.
So you think a van would help you considerably?
Yeah, because I can put the art in the van. It won't get damaged in there. It can stay in there. It doesn't have to go in and out of my apartment all the time.
Right.
And just turn the van into a mobile studio.
Right. That sounds good. That's a good little. That's a good home. Like a good hope.
Yeah, and I want to be able to take that.
How much are you selling the art?
About $30 right now.
30?
Yeah.
You don't want here.
Okay.
I think for you.
Okay.
For you to buy something like food.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Peace be with you and God bless you.
God bless you. It's good.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
That was nice. The lady just gave him $20. That's what I'm talking about, Icky.
It's great to see people smile about what I do now, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of frown every time they see me, you know?
Yes. Okay, Icky, tell me, so you said your van would be a good thing?
Yeah, and it would also leave me the opportunity to get some art supplies out for other people to use.
Right.
Because, like, I could rent a portion of a park for $70 a day.
Right.
I could have an event and sell the artwork made by myself and other homeless people. Or people that have been homeless, or anybody for that matter. They
Right.
wanted to try and see if they could do something that's
Right.
different than what they've done before, you know? Express themselves in a way they've never been able to do before this.
Icky, do you consider yourself a spiritual person?
I do, yes.
So do you speak to God a lot, or do you feel like
I want to
you're
have an
alive?
intelligent conversation, I have to speak to God. I swear to God. Yeah, I talk to God all the time. And you know, he talks back. You know, not in the words, but the inner groanings of man's heart is where God speaks to us. You know?
That's what I'm talking about.
And there's some things that are growing inside of me. You know, that I haven't figured out how to formulate the words or exactly how I want to say what I want to say, but I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking about marching all the way to Washington.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I believe it.
I really have been thinking about this for a whole year now, and I got something to say, and I don't know exactly how to say it or what it is, but you know, being the descendant of the guy that bought Alaska, you know. I might get a chance to actually go talk to the president about this shit, you know?
What do you think? What do you think some of the fixes would be to fix homelessness? Do you have any answers?
I don't think there's a real fix for homelessness entirely, because some of us don't want to be inside.
Right.
You know, some of us like this. You know, this is not just a down and out situation. This is a life choice for some people.
Right.
For me, it was. You know, it started out as I didn't want to be inside anymore. You know, I've been locked up before. You know, and I never felt so free as when I'm outside.
Right.
You know, so when I was younger, I used to spend all summer at the river. You know, we take the motorcycles down there. We'd go into the bamboo and make bungalows, and I went home to shower once in a while, but not very often. You know, we jumped in the river with a bar of soap when I was younger, and it's just not that big of a deal. You know, I mean, it's like I don't have rent to pay if I stay out here. You know.
That's right.
I got to be able to gear up right, you know, so I can stay warm even if it's raining, you know. And I got to be okay with it, you know. Yeah. That's the hard part, I think, is being okay with it. As long as somebody else doesn't tell me that it's not okay, then I'll be okay with it, you know.
Did you ever? You never saw your life ending up like this, though, right?
I don't know. I don't think I ever saw my life any other way. You know, I mean, I ran away from home at an early age and hit the streets, and it was like, I'm not getting whooped on every day now, and I was okay with that.
Right.
So I don't think I ever really saw it any different. You know, like when I got married and I had a wife and kids and shit, she's like, where are you going? I said, I gotta go outside for a while. And I'd be gone for like 3 or 4 days.
Is that right?
Ripping the whole town apart, trying to find me. And I'd be like, watching her, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what is she doing? Why did she do that? Why did she do that to me? Because she could just hang out and just shut up, you know? But no, she said something wrong with that boy, you know? She said, and my wife would drag me home eventually. I'd let her bring me home, you know?
Right.
But,
did you ever try to start a family or anything?
I did try to start a family, and it got messed up, you know?
The drugs?
Yeah. She wasn't really all that big of a drug addict when she met me, and well, no, that's not true. She was a hell of a drug addict. She was just on different kind of drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out bad.
What's your drug of choice, Iggy?
Mine, more, and yours. If I have more of yours than you, then I'm winning.
Okay.
You know, I know. I don't like these downers. The fentanyl is over the top, way too much.
It's killing a bunch of people.
It's killing everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that does it dies.
Right.
Okay? Don't get it twisted. You do it, you'll die.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, they'll bring you back.
Right.
Fuck.
All right, Icky. Well, I'm gonna put this your little. Thank you for sharing with us, by the way.
Yeah, I'm glad we had to talk. And you know, if you end up homeless, there are resources out there. Okay, seek them out, get the help to get what you want to have in your life. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in this world right now in regards to homelessness, and people are tired of seeing it happen to people that don't really need it to happen to them. You know,
Right.
there are some lessons to be learned about being homeless. Like, don't fuck off your rent money ever again. You know, but
Yeah.
don't go gambling your rent money.
What would you say? What would you say to somebody that maybe think that they might have some disabilities, like mental health disabilities, or maybe some mental health disabilities? Like, say a young kid, like, find out he's starting to feel like he's got some mental health issues. What would you tell that kid?
Sit down and think a lot more often. You know, there are answers to it. You know, like that guy in the Beautiful Mind movie, he realized the people that he was having problems with didn't age. They didn't have shadows. There were things different about them that made them not real. Okay, if you're having hallucinations, auditory and visual hallucinations, look at them more closely. See if they're real.
What about
They
your
ha-
painting? You think painting helps calm them?
It calms me down. It gets my mind focused on one thing and one thing only. Well, maybe not, but here I do two things right now, right? Conversation and this. But it slows me down. It gets me to sit down. It gets me to stay off of like too many different tangents. You know, ADHD is a son of a bitch sometimes. But, you know, so Abraham Lincoln had it too. So did a couple other presidents. They utilized it. Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Graham Bell, other great inventors that would have had ADHD. You know, it's a phenomenal things that can happen when you get managed. It doesn't have to be bad.
Right. Okay. God bless you. Okay. I'm gonna
bless
say
you.
a little prayer for you. Okay.
Amen.
You don't mind?
No, I don't
All
mind.
right, Jesus, please come into Icky's heart, man. Make sure he stays safe, that his artwork takes off, and please, man, just come into his heart, and we love him, man, and we know you love him, and he loves you, and we all love you, and thank you for your protection. Amen.
Amen.
Hey guys, thank you for listening to Icky's story. He brought up some really good points during the interview. His childhood, for one, his mother beating him, his father beating his mother for beating him. Kind of tragic. But what struck me the most was when I asked him what some of his hardships were. I kept thinking he was going to talk about his basic human needs, clothing, shelter, etc. But he didn't. His biggest issue, his biggest hardship was the way people treated him. That's why I'm doing these documentaries, to shine a light on just that. They're people. Homeless people are people. And their story needs to be told. And I think we should listen. Peace be with you, and God bless you. Oh, by the way, this is Aaron. He's my...
First off, Lord, thank you for my life. I thank you for my sin that you put out of your sight. Never thought that could happen, Father God, I'm so ashamed. Memories of what I did always rushing through my brain. It's hard to wrap my mind around how you could just forgive. Can't comprehend the fact that you would even let me live. You know all of the secrets I keep hidden in the dark. All the evil desires that keep on lurking in my heart. Lord, take it from me, cause I hate it that I'm ugly. It's hard to talk to people, cause I know that they would judge me. They probably say I need to be locked up inside a cell. He's sick inside his head and he ain't never gonna get well. They say that I should die and that would probably be the truth. He ain't fit for society, his confession is the proof. So I keep it to myself, cause I'm scared of what they'll say. I reveal myself to you, cause I know you gon' make a way. This I pray, this I pray.